They're off. In the first race on day 6, the Betway Irish EBF Maiden over a mile. And in the early stages, the favourite goes to the front, Broome, with in second place Patriots Day, third the filly Lightning Amber, and then Calorific, and the Corporal is the back marker. They've covered the first furlong, and on settling down, it's Broome and Donnacha O'Brien showing in front of Patriots Day and Shane Foley on the outside of Lightning Amber and Declan McDonough. Then comes the grey Calorific and Wayne Lorden, who's joined at the rear of the field by the Corporal and Shamie Heffernan. They're inside the 6, and it's Broome in front, closely attended by Patriots Day and Lightning Amber, and the final couple are Calorific, and alongside Calorific is the Corporal. Just outside the halfway stage as they make the top bend to race down the hill, with Broome the leader maintaining an advantage of a length over a pushed along Patriots Day on the outside, tracked in third by Lightning Amber, the filly in the nose bandit, and the Corporal and Calorific. Racing on to the final 3 furlongs in the approach to the straight in the Betway Irish EBF Maiden, and it's Broome in front of Patriots Day, the spotted colours on the outside of Lightning Amber, and then the Corporal and Calorific beginning the climb to the home turn with 2 furlongs to go, and Broome is in front by 2 lengths. Lightning Amber sets off in pursuit. Patriots Day now back third, and then comes the Corporal and Calorific into the straight with a furlong and a half to go, and it's Broome and Donnacha O'Brien in front, chased down by Lightning Amber and Declan McDonough on the near side. Broome's not home yet, and strongly pressed now by Lightning Amber on the near side. They've got 100 yards to go. Broome on the far side is going to hold Lightning Amber, and Broome, 5th on debut, when second time of asking, has made all for Donnacha O'Brien, beats Lightning Amber, and they drew a long way clear of Patriots Day, Calorific and the Corporal.
Result of the first race: first number 1, second number 6, third number 4, fourth number 2, and 5th
for a feature.
6 runners looked away. They're off. In the P.W. McGrath Memorial Ballysax Stakes, Group 3 over a mile and 2, the early leader just on the outside, Sovereign, with going with him Guaranteed, showing 2 lengths in front of Sydney Opera House, and then Python, Tankerville, and dropped in these early stages Broome, as they've covered just under a couple of furlongs. And Guaranteed and Kevin Manning have now gone on a length in front of Sovereign and Shamie Heffernan, and the pair are blazing the trail some 6-7 lengths in front of Python, and Colin Keenan is disputing third spot with Sydney Opera House and Donnacha O'Brien, then Tankerville and Chris Hayes with the back marker Broome and Ryan Moore. They're at the 7, right across from the stands and going along matching strides. Guaranteed is rejoined by Sovereign, 8-10 lengths in front of Python, and narrow third from Sydney Opera House, and then Tankerville, and last of all is Broome. They're nicely strung out heading towards the 5, the halfway stage in the P.W. McGrath Memorial Ballysax Stakes. Guaranteed and Sovereign come off the back straight, maintaining a clear advantage over Python, and alongside Python is Sydney Opera House, then Tankerville and Broome. The order pretty much the same as they come on towards the 4 mark, and it's Guaranteed the leader, but only just to Sovereign. And the pair are coming back to Python and Sydney Opera House, who are closing right up onto the heels of the pair in front, and then Tankerville and Broome. They're really bunching on the turn into the straight with 3 to go, and little to choose between Guaranteed and alongside is Sovereign. And then comes Python, Sydney Opera House, Tankerville and Broome, just ridden along in between horses to try and close. Off the home turn with 2.5 to go, and in the centre the pale pink of Sovereign hits the front, with Broome coming from last to first to challenge stable companion. And then comes Python, Sydney Opera House. Guaranteed has been eased, has dropped right out of contention, and then Tankerville, but Broome has settled it quickly, is drawing away in ready fashion from Sovereign, and second and third is Python, and up towards the finish it's Broome coasting home, and the P.W. McGrath Memorial Ballysax has won in some style. Second is Sovereign, third is Python, and then Sydney Opera House, Tankerville and Guaranteed.
That was really, really impressive indeed. Broome comes from last to first, and a decisive winner of the Ballysax for Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore. Doubling up in the day for the pair of them, and he's come home.
They're off. In the Derrinstown Stud Derby Trial Stakes, Group 3 over a mile and 2, and on the outside it's Blenheim Palace just winning the early exchanges to go on ahead of stable companion Sovereign. Opening up a lead over Pythian in third place, and then Guaranteed and Wreckan. Broome, the odds-on favourite, last but one, and bringing up the rear the course maiden winner Buckhurst. Less than a mile to go, and they're well spaced out as the leader is Blenheim Palace and Emmett McNamara. They've gone on 2 lengths in front of Sovereign and Shamie Heffernan, and then there's a break of a good 4 lengths back to Pythian and Colin Keane in third. Fourth is Guaranteed and Kevin Manning, then Wreckan and Chris Hayes. Broome Donnacha O'Brien just a place in front of Buckhurst and Wayne Lorden. A little over 6 furlongs to go, and it's Blenheim Palace in front of Sovereign, Pythian, Guaranteed, Wreckan, Broome and Buckhurst. Still in the same order, racing on towards the 5, the halfway stage in the Derrinstown Stud Derby Trial Stakes, and out of the back straight they come. Blenheim Palace and Sovereign coming back to in third place Pythian, 3 lengths in front of Guaranteed, then Wreckan with the final 2, Broome and Buckhurst. Half a mile left to run as they make the approach to the turn into the straight, and it's Blenheim Palace maintaining an advantage of a length over Sovereign second, another length back to in third place Pythian, and then comes Guaranteed and Wreckan. Broome nudged along on the inside, and then Buckhurst. They've 3 furlongs to go as they run the home turn. Blenheim Palace rejoined on the outside by Sovereign. The pair turn in together in front of Wreckan, who's beginning a run on the outside. Broome up the rail, and then Pythian, Buckhurst, and then comes Guaranteed. They've a furlong and a half to go. Blenheim Palace on the rail, one off the rail in the dark blue jacket is Sovereign, but here comes Broome, their stable companion. Wreckan is next as they race towards the final 100 yards, and it's Broome racing on from Blenheim Palace and Sovereign, and Broome is going to extend winning ways here this season at Leopardstown, has won the Derby Trial, sponsored by Derrinstown Stud, with Blenheim Palace followed in by Sovereign, Wreckan, Buckhurst, Guaranteed and Pythian.
So the Ballydoyle domination of the Derby trials this spring continues, and not alone is Broome.
Lunac and Desert Encounter is the outsider. Here's Simon for the Coronation Cup.
And they're off, racing away, and Anthony Van Dyke jumped out boldly. Defoe and Gaiath, who we expect to lead, is now into the front position from Defoe, moving on into a 2-length lead. Gaiath from Defoe in second, Anthony Van Dyke. Stradivarius is settled back in fourth in the black with the yellow cap, and they're followed by a Lunac and Broome and Desert Encounter at the back, and Gaiath has got them pretty well stretched out as they race round their one and only turn, and racing adjacent to the Dyke, and Gaiath by about 3 or 4 lengths to Defoe in second place. Anthony Van Dyke is third, then Stradivarius, another 2.5 lengths away to Lunac. Broome is second last, and finally Desert Encounter. So now making their way in a straight line all the way to the closing stages here. They're just entering the Rowley Mile, and Gaiath is loose on the lead by 5 lengths now to Defoe in second place. Anthony Van Dyke and Stradivarius almost together, disputing third. 2.5 lengths away to Alunac, then Broome and Desert Encounter. Well, Gaiath, if anything, extending the advantage. Can he keep it up? Still a long way to go against Group 1 rivals here. Gaiath clear of Defoe in second, Stradivarius, the Star Stayer in third place, followed by Anthony Van Dyke, Broome and Alunac, and Desert Encounter. Now they're on their way towards the final 5 furlongs, just passing the 5. Gaiath and William Buick blazing the trail still. Last year's winner Defoe just nudged along by Andrea Azzini in second place. Stradivarius moving up, and it is going to be a sure test this, and Stradivarius now going up just into second ahead of Defoe. Anthony Van Dyke is ridden along, so too Broome, Alunac and Desert Encounter. So Gaiath has got them all at it here in the Coronation Cup. Still leads by 4 or 5 lengths. Stradivarius driven along in second, then Defoe. Anthony Van Dyke is beginning to pick up as now they race inside the final 2 furlongs. Still Gaiath the leader. Stradivarius about 4 lengths down in second. Anthony Van Dyke continues to run on well down the outside. They're going to run uphill inside the final furlong. Gaiath is keeping up the gallop. Anthony Van Dyke still with 4 lengths to find as they race now with 100 100 left to go, and Gaiath, a fantastic performance from the front. Gaiath wins the Coronation Cup in tremendous style. Anthony van Dijk, never nearer in second, Stradivarius in third, and Broome was fourth.
A blistering, dominant performance from Gaiath on the front end, as we knew he would be. The question was, would he stay there for the entirety of the race?
9 standing by for a start. They're off. This is the Holden Plant Rentals Alleged Stakes, Group 3 over a mile and a quarter. Up Helias prominent with Numerian being followed by Thundering Knights, and just behind them in from the cold with Broome alongside as they race the end of the first furlong. They're followed by Helvig Dream, King of Comedy, and then Barman, and a couple of lengths back to Pondus at the rear of the field. A mile to go. In front, Numerian has picked it up and gone on a couple of lengths clear of Up Helia. Then Thundering Knights as they make the turn at the 7 furlong point. After Thundering Knights in from the cold and Broome and the blue and orange colours. It's followed by Helvig Dream and King of Comedy. Out the back, Barman, the Lincoln winner of last season, and Pondus, the overall back marker. Soon at the halfway stage of the 5 furlong point, it's Numerian in front of Apelia. Third is Thundering Knights, 2 lengths back to Broome. As they head past the halfway stage, beside Broome is in from the cold, and then Helvig Dream, King of Comedy, Barman, and Pondus. Little changes in the order of running as they head for the 4 furlong point and they turn into the straight. In front is Numerian. Much closer is Apelia, Thundering Knights on the outside, and then in from the cold and Broome. Helvig Dream is next, and King of Comedy as Pondus just relegates Barman to be the back marker. Turning in with 3 to go, and it is Numerian, previous third in the race. Press 1 from the rail by Apelia. Thundering Knights is right with them, then in from the cold. Being asked serious questions to try and close on them is Broome. Helvig Dream is on the outside. Furlong and a half to go in the Holden Plant Rentals Alleged Stakes, and it's Thundering Knights who quickens up on the outside to pick it up, being followed by Broome, who's coming on the outside of Apelia. Numerian weakens, then Helvig Dream as Thundering Knights in front. Broome on the near side, flashing home. Broome, 2 out of 2 for Broome. 3 out of 3, Ryan Moore, Aidan O'Brien gets up to Pip. Thundering Knights, then Apelia and Helvig Dream.
Well, he had to work mighty hard in the end, much harder than maybe the betting suggested, but Broome has won it, 2-1 on favourite. Another one on the day for Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore. That's number 3 for them. And
that off in the third race, the Coolmore Sutsas Irish EBF Mooresbridge Stakes, Group 2, over a mile and a quarter. As they race up the far side, it's Ancient Spirit, who shows in the lead from Broome and Twilight Payment, up Helia, and then Salt and Stall and Helvig Dream. Continuing over on the far side, and it's Ancient Spirit racing on, good 3 lengths in front under Shane Foley, followed by Broome and Ryan Moore, winners of the Alleged here last month. A couple of lengths to Twilight Payment and Shamie Heffernan in third. Apelia and Billy Lee fourth on the inside of Salt and Stall and Gavin Ryan as they meet Rising Ground, taking them inside the 7 furlong point. Helvig Dream and Colin Keane are the back markers. Continuing uphill towards the 6 furlong point, and it's Ancient Spirit by 4 lengths to Broome, the check colours. Twilight Payment is just third from Apelia and Salt and Stall, and the back marker is Helvig Dream. Heading for the 5, the halfway stage, in the Group 2 Coolmore Sutsas Irish EBF Mooresbridge Stakes. Ancient Spirit's lead is being greatly reduced by Broome. Improving on the outside is Salt and Stall, and then the returning Melbourne Cup and Jewel Cutter Cup winner Twilight Payment. Apelia last but 1, the back marker remains Helvig Dream with 3.5 furlongs to go as they enter the straight. Ancient Spirit, who jumped off to make the running. Broome is pushed up on the outside as they straighten up for the final 2.5 furlongs. Ancient Spirit is strongly pressed by Broome. 1 from the rail, Helvig Dream, from last places trying to get competitive, and then Apellian Twilight Payment gone well clear of Salt and Stall. They're racing to the final furlong, battling it out Broome and Helvic Dream. Then Apellian Ancient Spirit weakens ahead of Twilight Payment, racing to the final furlong, and the Coolmore Success Irish EBF Mooresbridge Stakes, and it's Broome and Ryan Moore, couple of lengths in front of Helvic Dream as they run towards the finish. Broome will complete the hat-trick in a short window of time. Second is Helvic Dream, and third Twilight Payment.
3 wins on the bounce now for Broome, and he's taken this Mooresbridge Stakes pretty comfortably, really. I think he's much better than the margin of success, the 4-9.
King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Kitco Stakes over 1.5 miles, and they're off. And out of the stalls, Broome was a little slow and switches to the outside and is driven along. Broome going very wide as Adayar got away strongly, and Lone Eagle on the inside under Frankie Dettori. Love is just in behind those, touch keen early on, racing down the hill, and Mishrif is the early back marker. So they cover the first quarter mile, and it's Lone Eagle on the inside of Adayar. Without wide of these is Broome, who's recovered from that slow start to nearly lead the way now. Love is about 3 or 4 lengths back in 4th place, and Mishrif is restrained at the back by David Egan. So heading on towards Swinley Bottom and on their way now towards the mile marker. And it's Broome and Wayne Lorden on the outside of Adayar and William Buick, who's been pretty keen running down the hill, the Derby winner. Lone Eagle has gone well round the inside, not quite so keenly, and then back to Love, and 2 lengths, 2.5 lengths then to Mishrif. Into Swinley Bottom, and Broome has got across now to the running rail in the hands of Wayne Lorden. From William Buick on Adayar in second. Lone Eagle and Frankie Dettori content to take a bit of a trail now in 3rd place on the inside of Love and Ryan Moore, and then a couple of lengths to Mishrif as they begin to meet the rising ground. Heading on past the 6 furlong marker and on towards the 5, and it's Broome that leads the way by a couple of lengths to Adayar in second. Lone Eagle, Love and Mishrif as they make the run towards the long home turn. Broome is the leader, the Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud winner from the Derby winner Adayar. Lone Eagle second in the Irish Derby, third. Then the 5 times Group 1 winner Love on the outside, and the multiple international winner Mishrif at the back of the field. They begin the turn for home, and it's Broome that leads the way. A little bit loose on the lead, leads by 2.5 lengths to Adayar in second place. Love moves up into third past Lone Eagle, and then Mishrif back into third inside the final 3, and they turn for home in the King George. It's Broome challenged now by Adayar, and Adayar goes up to Broome and puts his head in front. Mishrif charging down the outside, not doing Love too many favours. Then Lone Eagle. It's Adayar from Mishrif. Love struggling to get on terms as they race on towards the final furlong and a half. Adayar is holding Mishrif at the moment. Love trying hard inside the final furlong. Adayar for Godolphin and William Buick by a length and a half to Mishrif, and he's holding on. He's relentless, and Adayar, the first horse since Galileo, the first Derby winner since Galileo to win the King George.